the Drexel game was a really kind of a look at this game. And this team's got better shooters. They started out the game missing. I think we thought that it was our defense. It wasn't our defense. They were missing open shots. And as the game progressed, they're going to make those shots. And we have got to be able to defend better. But the two things that stand out to me, really the one thing, is when we did get some stops, we didn't get the ball. And again, they're getting physical with him. He's got to learn. He cannot just get pushed out of the way. He's got to be able to rebound the ball. Both him and Frank, when we did stay out on the shooters, they weren't able to contain the post player. So that's something they've got to be better at. There's some things defensively in certain rotations we're in, they've got to get to the corners, and we didn't do that. And they got 4 open shots there. Benny's still trying to learn the defense. He was in when he should have been out a couple times, and a couple times when he did get back in, we didn't make a play there. And he's got to go to the basket to score. He's trying to go to the basket and pass, and everybody reads that, and they're back in, and he's turning the ball over. When he gets to the lane, he's got to go to score, and then we've got to try to rebound off that. But defensively, we're not winning any games if this is the defense. Colgate is a better team than almost anybody will play against the zone. But there will be teams that are good against it, and we obviously have to be a lot better. We did a terrible job of adjusting and getting in, keeping the ball out of the high post. And when it did get in there, we just didn't handle it very well. But overall, we just can't play defense like this, and hopefully we'll be able to learn from it and get back. But the same thing the first half against Drexel, really, and Colgate's just better against it. Questions?
And you said Colgate's probably going to be better than anybody you'll see in terms of playing the zone. What makes them so good?
Well, they are good passers. They all can shoot. And their big guys are really good passers, and they're physical. They're good guys. They're physical enough inside. And if you stay out, we should be able to contain them with our center, and we didn't. Our centers couldn't contain them. So, again, that's something that they just attacked us right there.
Tim, you spoke about Benny needing to get comfortable. Just what you can say about Cole and Symir and just what you saw from them in this game specifically.
I think Cole is, they're going to guard him. They're not going to give him any open threes, and he's going to have to get the ball and do what Buddy does, try to get to the basket and, make plays. Symir in the second half finally, got to the basket. They're playing wide. They're playing our shooters. That gives that opening for Symir to get to the basket, and that's what he's got to do that. But again, points, it's not about points. It's really, and I don't like pluses and minuses, but Benny was in there. We were minus 28. That's a pretty big number. That's a really big number. It's hard you really can't argue with that one.
It took 43 three-pointers. When a team takes that many, is there like a mathematical formula that you have to limit them to just so many makes?
Well, first of all, about 5 of their makes were after offensive rebounds where they got and threw it out, and those are the best ones to shoot because we're not in position to defend them. So if we'd have gotten the offensive rebound, our defensive rebound there, they wouldn't have gotten that. But teams are going to take 35, 40 shots against us from the three. We didn't defend it very well, and we didn't rebound. Those were the 2 key things.
Coach, do you think this was a case of the team maybe looking ahead
No, that's just nonsense, total nonsense, all that stuff.
You mentioned the corner threes. What was the back line not doing that Colgate
Well,
did?
in some of the corner threes, it's the center's responsibility, and we just didn't get there. Some of them, it can be the forward, but it's 4 or 5 of them in the first half were the centers.
Coach, what do the centers have to do to get out to the three-point line to take?
Pardon?
What do the centers have to do to get out there to take those shots away?
Play their position. Play their position.
Coach, with Cole Swatter in foul trouble, Benny Williams came in for him. How does that affect your zone with the freshman playing there?
You know, I mean, you know, he's still learning everything, offense and defense, and it's going to take time.
Coach, what sort of special challenges does Battle Atlantis present for your team?
Well, I mean, you got to be ready 3 nights in a row to play, 3 games in a row, tough competition, and you know, it's a real tough tournament. You got really good teams, and every game's going to be tough.
Coach, what do you think of the way that Jimmy played today?
You know, we've all got to play better. Everybody's got to play better. This isn't one guy or 2 guys. The whole team defensively has to be better. Obviously, we have to rebound better. Jimmy, you know, he got 10 rebounds, which was good. You know, Cole has got to do better, 2 rebounds. Benny has 1 rebound. Frank, you know, that's not going to get it done. We got to rebound better. Jimmy did a good job on the boards, and you know, but we can't, you know, teams are going to pressure us on the perimeter the whole game, so it's going to be hard for us to get a lot of threes. So we're going to have to be able to get by and get to the basket and make plays going to the basket. And when we do that, we're drawing people, and our centers are getting blocked out by guards. 6-foot guards are coming back there and blocking our centers out. That can't happen. They can't allow that to happen. So when we get that penetration, if we don't make it, we should be in the position, we should be able to get offensive rebounds there, and we're really not. But again, the overall game is you know, defense and rebounding. That's where that's where the game went. We didn't do a good job on the board, and we really just didn't get to the 3-point shooting line. And it was not one player or 2. Some of it was the centers a few times, but it was everybody had a piece of that. It wasn't one guy. And when you play a team with that many good perimeter shooters, you know, you've got to get there, and we didn't get there tonight. That was really the game that was determined by the offensive rebounding and the 3-point shooting. And you can't give people that many good looks. You're not going to win any games. We played pretty well offensively, really, for the most part. You know, it's strictly a defensive game, period. All right.